Welcome to this introduction of how you can make uCount.it work for you. As a first step, you will sign in with your email account and password, which may have been created by yourself, a colleague or your service provider. Let's sign in and go uCount.it in the cloud. This is the main menu, which provides access to three key areas, and these are the dashboard, stores, and cameras. Every time you enter the cloud, a dashboard will welcome you with the latest summary relating to activity at your stores. Before reviewing the dashboard, let's first select a company. This step will normally only be needed if you have an agency-level account, and it allows you to review the reports for individual clients. You are now reviewing the dashboard, where you can quickly view recent activity. It includes a summary of visits or footfall. This company, for example, had over 200 visits yesterday, and you will see a comparison with the day before and the previous week. On this occasion, the report shows yesterday, simply because today's report has not been closed yet. Let's scroll down, and in the next chart, you will see total visits during the last 7 days. And there is the opportunity to see a comparison with 1 and 2 weeks before. You may now be interested in activity or the performance at your individual stores. Let's go to the reports related to one of the stores that belongs to this company. You do this by clicking a store tile, either in the favorites list or the full store list. You are now reviewing the store summary charts. You will see that it shows visits and gender ratio during the last 7 days, as well as yesterday. Please note that the store footfall is the same as the company footfall because this company only has one store registered at the moment. You are now viewing a comparison of the last 7 days with 1 and 2 weeks before. This allows you to instantly monitor any short-term changes in the number of customer visits. You may now wish to review some specific reports which provide more detailed data about activity at this store, in order to understand why changes may have occurred. To do so, click on the Report button. The first thing you can do is to specify a day that you're interested in. Click the left or right arrow button to move quickly to one day before or after, or click the Date Selection box to select any date. Let's say you've selected the 8th of November this year. The first chart will be an entrance chart for that day with hourly data. You can see that the peak time at this store is 4 p.m. to 5 p.m, and this provides an indication that this is the time to concentrate your marketing efforts and make best use of your staffing resource. These next charts show entrance values during the last 7 and 30 days. Please note, by the way, that if there are a number of entrances or a very wide door with multiple counters, the data displayed is the total sum of all the counters. It's now time to view gender and age charts, which can provide important clues to help ensure the success of your marketing activities and promotions and maximize them. You are now looking at a chart which is displaying gender ratio during the last 7 days. It shows that on average, 60% of your visitors are male and 40% female. By combining entrance visits and gender ratio data in this second chart, you can see instantly how much traffic there has been by each gender during the last 7 days. You can, for example, see that Friday through to Sunday were the peak times for visits by women, whilst the peak time for men was Saturday, Sunday and Wednesday. This gives a clear indication that if your next coming marketing campaign is targeted at women, it should be coordinated to match the likely high number of visits from women on Fridays, Saturdays and Sundays. In the same way as the gender charts, in this chart you can view the age group ratio during the last 7 days. You can see an indication that the majority of visitors are adults, ages from 30 years old, but less than 45. At the other end of the scale, very few adults older than 45, and almost no senior citizens have visited this store. It is very clear that your products are attracting young and adult people under 45. But it is important to note that you have potential customers aged under 17. By combining entrance visits with age group ratios, you can see instantly how much traffic there has been for each age group during the last 7 days, and tailor your promotional activities for each age group. You can also quickly and easily check if all the cameras are working well. You can see that the status report tells us that all cameras are operational. It is now time to take a look at the powerful multi-camera heat map view, which enables you to monitor an entire floor at a glance. Let's first go back to the dashboard again, and this time we will have selected a company which has a large retail floor area, in which it sells high volumes of fruit and vegetables. Multiple heat map cameras have been installed to ensure coverage of the entire floor. As you can see, over 40,000 people has visited this area during the last 7 days. And around 4,000 to 8,000 people visited on a daily basis during the last 3 weeks. Let's move to the heat map page by clicking Stores and then Heat Map Items in the main menu. This is what you will see within the multi-camera heat map page. You can take a look around the entire floor with the help of the multiple heat maps generated by the installed cameras. In this instance, the fruit and vegetable mall is covered by a total of 5 fisheye cameras. When using a smartphone, you can see 2 heat maps at once and scroll down for others. Whilst on a PC screen, you can view up to 9 heat maps at the same time. You can move to the next page to see even more heat maps. The next step is to search historical heat map data to monitor trends. To do so, you can select a time period by clicking one of the period buttons, such as 24 hours, 72 hours, 7 days, or even 6 months. And you can then customize your search in units of time, for example, by hour, by day, or by month. Let's select a 72-hour time period by clicking the 72H button. The unit of time will be automatically changed to hour. Then, let's scroll up to see the second and third heat maps together. OK, you can find a time bar below each heat map image. It has a little blue handle to let you know what time and date the heat maps are now showing. For example, the time and date text under the handle says it's noon on the 7th of November. You can move to other times and dates by tapping any point on the time bar or dragging the handle. The width of the handle equates to the unit of time being shown by the heat maps. For example, the handle width in this screen equals 1 hour. You can now move around for the time period of 72 hours like this, so you can check at a glance which sections have been the most busiest or the quietest. You can do so via your PC, smartphone or tablet in order to optimize staffing levels at checkout or other areas of a store. You can look at trends over longer periods by making a selection from the buttons at the top of this screen. In this case, a 7-day period is selected by clicking the 7D button. The unit of time will be automatically changed to day. Then let's scroll up to see the first and second heat maps together like before. Now you can see that the blue handle on the time bar gets bigger, making it easier to drag. Let's see heat map trends day by day by dragging either of the handles to the left. There are 2 key technical points that it will be good for you to understand. The first is that in respect of a heat map covering a single day, the total accumulated count value at the time is displayed as and when different points in the day are selected. The second technical point is that color values of multiple heat maps are all normalized throughout a specified time period. So you can compare colors displayed by 2 different heat maps generated during the same time period specified, and be assured that each color density has the same value. Now let's move to the report page again to review various charts for this fruit mall. Click Store and then Report. As seen before, you can check entrances for a day, for the last 7 days, or for the last 30 days. You can even access a special chart to see store labels for custom counters across a store. Configured by your uCount.it administrator, you can have up to 5 store labels per store. For example, a chart can be generated with 5 store labels such as shirts, pants, socks, shoes, and accessories. This is the end of the page, where you can see again statuses of the cameras for this store. This is the end of the cloud story, and if you wish, you can sign out now. Thank you for your attention. If you have any questions, you can call or email us. You can check our regional contacts at our homepage, www.uCount.it.com.